We will be starting a Japan country seminar, Japan session in a few minutes, sharp at 3 o'clock. By that time, we will have the remaining of the speakers and delegation members. Thank you so much for your support and patience. Thank you.
Ah, これで全部入ってるので、サンさんにして。
cordless. They have cordless. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sanchit Oza, Director of JETRO Ahmedabad and Master of Ceremony today for this Japan session or Japan Country Seminar. It is a pleasure to have you all in this Japan session. Before we start the program, you all are requested to please put your phone on silent mode, please. Thank you so much for your support. I'm excited to inform you that today we are having many distinguished speakers in this session. Their thoughts and experience of being part of India-Japan bilateral relations and economic collaborations will apprise all of us about a mutually trusted bilateral relationship between India and Japan. Not taking much of your time, let me move straight away on the scheduled program. First of all, I invite our Mr. Yu Yoshida, Director General of JETRO Ahmedabad, to deliver his welcome remark. Yoshida-san.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Namaskar, Kemche, konnichiwa. So my name is Yu Yoshida from JETRO Ahmedabad office. So it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this Japan Country Seminar. Thank you very much for taking your valuable time to join us today. So actually, Ambassador Mr. Keiichi Ono and also Consul General Hitomi Sato-san are also coming to join us later. So later we welcome them. So first, allow me to briefly introduce JETRO. JETRO is a Japanese government-related organization under Ministry of Economy, Trade and Investment, Trade and Industry. So we work to promote trade and investment between Japan and the world. JETRO has been participating in Vibrant Gujarat since 2009 as its first partner organization. So now let me briefly introduce today's program. So first, Mr. Sandeep from JETRO New Delhi office will give a presentation on the current activities of the Japanese companies in India. This will be followed by presentations from Japanese companies participating in Japan Pavilion. So their products and services include biogas technologies, chain hoist for factories, traceability solutions for importers and exporters, and fluoropolymer base coating and lining technologies for a wide range of industries, including semiconductor and chemical sectors. So after that, we will have a presentation from Shizuoka Prefecture, which is home to Suzuki Motor Corporation, and also signed a friendship agreement with Gujarat State in 2024. We will also hear from NEDO, New Energy and Industrial Technology Development Organization, which is a Japanese government-related organization, about its activities in India. So we firmly believe that the pro-business policies of government of Gujarat, together with its strategic location, will continue to strengthen its industrial base and support sustainable growth. So we sincerely hope that Gujarat and Japan will continue to work closely together toward even brighter future. So finally, please do not forget to visit Japan Pavilion located near the entrance of Hall 1. We warmly encourage you to visit Japan Pavilion and speak directly with the participating companies. So thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Dhanyabad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yoshida-san, for your opening remarks. It has perfectly set the momentum of this Japan session. Now, I invite my colleague and a friend Sandeep Kumar-san from JETRO New Delhi to share an interesting overview about what business activities Japanese companies are currently doing in India. Over to you, Sandeep.
Distinguished speakers, my dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sandeep Kumar Singh. I am associated to JETRO from past 13 years. I'm based in JETRO, Delhi. Today, I'll give you a brief introduction of JETRO and JETRO services, what we have been doing from past 60 years in India. I'll try to give you some figures from our annual survey, which actually explains the business opportunities and the results of business all over India and including the all over the world. So let's start the presentation. So if we talk about JETRO, our services are very vast. It includes the FDI investments, supports to Japanese companies, supports to the Japanese exports. This organization basically formed in 1958 in Japan. Initially, the Japan government supposed to support their export in overseas. So Japan government thought that let's set up their support offices in overseas, and this is how JETRO formed. Somewhere in 1970, we started our JETRO Delhi operation, and since then we have been supporting Japanese companies' activities in overseas and in India especially. Currently, we are conducting a lot of research activities, business program, and the B2B events, webinars, seminars. There are a lot of activities we are doing. My colleagues are there, so time is limited. You can get in touch with me later. We can discuss it, in detail. So presently, I am taking care of research and analysis, networking activities in New Delhi office. Apart from that, my colleagues who are also, working very hard to promote the semiconductor area and the other areas also, we can discuss it, personally after this session. If we talk about the number of Japanese companies, the total, 1,400 plus companies are, operational in India. As of now, the north side, the maximum number we have 643. The south side, then the second most is 472. So if we talk about the west and east, also have a good number. And the Gujarat, we all know that Suzuki have announced the big, investment. And they are trying to make the Gujarat as an export hub. Suzuki and a few other companies have already, announced their investment in Gujarat. So we are actually, pretty much excited for Gujarat. And I must tell you that JETRO has already facilitated two very big, huge delegation to Gujarat related to the semiconductor. So we are expecting, a good growth in the semiconductor sector also, where, we'll be supporting Japanese investors very soon to set up their business in Gujarat itself. So next, if we talk about the industry-wise share of the Japanese companies in India, and if we talk about the sectors, then the Japanese companies are mainly into the manufacturing. Around 50% share Japanese companies have in the manufacturing, including the machines, electrical, chemicals, foods. The wholesale and retail is also around 16%. The next is the information communication, the transport, and the other. The others are including the accommodation, research, tech, education and all. Education also, talent mobility. JETRO is working, very good. Recently, we are sponsoring students' trip to Japan just to participate in these small, programs, university programs, webinars, and the seminars also. We are also, we have other sponsored program where we, sponsor trip of the buyers where we can, sponsor their 100% trip visit to Japan as well. We can discuss it later. If we talk about the automobile sector, as I mentioned, the manufacturing has the main contribution from Japan side to India. So if we talk about the manufacturing, then mainly it is in the automobile sector. So presently, Maruti Suzuki is contributing, 40% in the automobile sector and competing with the other, Indian brands like Tata, Mahindra and Mahindra. Toyota is also, having a 7.2% of share, and Honda is also, doing very good. Apart from these, I have mentioned few of the Japanese product where, these products are doing really good, especially the Uniqlo, which is the live example. They are expanding their business in India, very well. The Pigeon Baby Essentials, we all know the Mammy Poco Pants from Unicharm. The whiskey brands also we have introduced, and the Yakult and Nissin as well. So next is the result from our worldwide survey, which is being conducted all over the world annually. And I have taken few slides because this survey is very huge. So I have taken few slides which I thought is very important to share with you. So you all will have the idea that how Japanese companies are performing in India. So if we talk about the operational profit, so last year this survey says that the operational profit of the Japanese companies, so the 75% of the Japanese companies have made operational profit in India. And if we talk about, if you see the green area, the right bottom, so last 4 years, the average is around 70% where the Japanese companies have made profit. And if you see the India part in the red box, it's around 75.5% last year, Japanese companies have made profit. And we talk about the reason also in my upcoming slides. So here, the reason of the profitable, operating profit I have mentioned. And these 48.2% are the company which have, made the profit from the last, consecutive 2 years. So those 75% are the company which have made profit in last year, and these 48 are the companies which have made profit in the last 2 consecutive years. If you see in the red box, left side, the small, it's a 48.2%, and right side, if you see in the blue line, India, it says the reason of increasing and decreasing operating profit. So its reason is very exciting because India is now, we have the expanding middle class, we have buying power in India. So increases demand in the local market. It means whatever product is being made in India, it has the consumption in India itself, which is very exciting. And this is one of the major point what the Japanese investors are looking for in India. And another is the business expansion plan of the existing companies. If you see the interest rate, one of the highest in the world. I have mentioned, the all other countries. If you see the red box, it says 81.5%, which says the business expansion intention of the Japanese companies in India. So it means the Japanese companies which are operational in India, they are ready to expand their business, and they are considering India for their second investment destination. If you know, the Daikin have already, invested somewhere in Telangana, and the Maruti Suzuki have already, invested in Gujarat, Daikin, and Toyota recently have announced a very big, investment in Aurangabad. Media also, talk about a lot of this. So this, the expansion plan is very exciting for us, and we are, supporting all the existing companies so that, they can expand their business within India. If we talk about I have kept it, very short because time is limited here. We can discuss it later, after this session. And if we talk about the top advantages and risk, what are which really important for the new potential investors. So one thing is market scale, which we talk about, and the low labor cost. Although in the risk side, I have included the increased labor cost. So we conduct the salary survey also every year, which says Indian employees are approximately 9 to 10%. They are getting increased their salaries. So which is also a concern for the companies, but still where we have taken the risk side also, and this is the advantage, is the low labor cost. So these are the few advantages and risk I have included. So time is very limited to us. We can discuss it later. You can approach me, and my colleagues are also there on the floor. So thank you so much for having me. Let's get in touch later related to this. Thank you from my side.
Thank you, Sandeep-san, for your informative presentation. Dear attendees, it is time to hear from the Japanese companies about their anticipated plans in Gujarat and other parts of India. First in this segment, I invite Mr. Rinzo Yamazaki, Director of Air Water India Private Limited, to share his thoughts. Yamazaki-san.
Nice to meet you. So my name is Rinzo Yamazaki from Air Water. I'm an associate manager for the selling department. So today I will explain about the 3 points. So first, overview of Air Water and Air Water India. After that, explain about our semiconductor business and our biomethane project in India. This slide introduces the Air Water Inc. Air Water Inc. was established in 2000 years through the three separate companies. And our main business is industrial gas. We have utilized cryogenic technology, and then we are expanding into many categories like hospital and agriculture food. One of the leading companies in the industrial gas field in Japan. So this slide introduces the Air Water India. So since 2019, we have expanded our presence in India, especially through acquisition in the southern and eastern region. Currently, we are expanding our industrial gas business across in India. In August 2025, we commissioned the new plant in Chennai. And this plant can produce ultra-high purity nitrogen, about 99.999%. With this facility, we are able to supply about 5.9 of India's nitrogen demand. This plant can supply to semiconductor industry and electrical manufacturers. We plan to further expand into West region in India. And now, so as a result, we are third largest company in the India's industrial gas field. We have received a large order from SAIL, and this project is now under construction. We aim to expand it, not only this business, but also other business in India in the future. Please see photo, the right side. So you can see our president, Mr. Matsubayashi, together with the Prime Minister of India. So a few years ago, we had the opportunity to meet the Prime Minister, and he personally expressed his appreciation for our contribution to the oxygen supply during the COVID-19 time. And please see the photo in the bottom of the right. We previously met with the Prime Minister Patel during his visit to for the advanced promotion of Vibrant Gujarat, and together with the Executive Vice President Otsuka. So this slide shows our semiconductor business, related business in Japan. We mainly supply nitrogen, oxygen, argon, helium, and carbon dioxide. As you can see, most of major semiconductor players are our customers in Japan. In Japan, so we have established a total solution capability and have a track record. We are now building the similar system to put this concept into the Indian market. As explained in the previous slide, we opened the Chennai plant in August last year. We aim to further expand the same type of plant in India, especially the state of Gujarat, to develop and strengthen and the supply network for high quality liquefied gas. And these are industrial gas production facilities and gas purification system. Depends on the customer's consumption volume, so we can design and consultant dedicated facilities, and we can supply industrial gas 24 hours. From this page, I introduced the biomethane business in India. And this page, as introduction, our biomethane supply chain model in Japan. And we produced the LBM from cow dung. So LBM means liquefied biomethane, developed based on our advantaged cryogenic technology. Purity is 99.999%. In Japan, we supply LBM to the in the ship fuel, factory fuel, and truck fuel, and even rocket fuel. This slide provides further detail on what was explained in the previous slide and shows our supply chain model in Japan. We produce biogas, refining it to the biomethane, and liquefied it in LBM plant, and then deliver it to the customers. We are planning to produce biomethane business in India, supported by NEDO. NEDO is an organization under the Ministry of Economy and Trade and Industry of Japanese government. We aim to purchase cow dung from local farmers and to produce and supply carbon natural biomethane and organic fertilizer. Through this local supply chain model, we aim to contribute to the sustainable development to the local communities. And this slide, we would like to introduce what we are planning to develop biomethane plant in India. We propose unit type biomethane plant called UBS. And UBS is an all-in-one plant. And all-in-one means that including the pre-treatment and fermentation tank and purification unit. All equipment is manufactured at the factory and delivered to the site as a unit. In addition, this significantly reduces on-site construction work and shorter the installation period. In addition, the UBS is designed as a relocatable unit. So additionally, fermentation tanks can be added according to the available volume of cow dung. Through this system, it is possible to supply carbon neutral biomethane and organic fertilizer. We believe this type of biomethane is well suited to the Indian situation, and our aim is one village, one UBS. This page shows the differences between fixed type plants and UBS. As I mentioned, UBS has a much shorter construction period and relocatable and requires a small amount of cool down per unit compared with the fixed type plants. And UBS adopts high temperature fermentation. This process allows for the stable and reliable biomethane production even in cold areas. And this page shows that our plan for developing biomethane business in Surat. Surat is a world-leading center for 30% of artificial diamond manufacturing and 90% of natural diamond cutting and processing in the world. SDB, Surat Diamond Boss, and recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's largest office building. And one of the two major diamond trading hubs in India, together with Mumbai Bharat Diamond Boss. To manufacture the artificial diamond, need the CH4. CH4 means the biomethane is needed, and we plan to supply it by UBS. Through collaboration with India and Japanese governments, and by combining Japanese technology with Indian products, we aim to contribute to the Indian society. Thank you.
Thank you, Yamazaki-san, for such an interesting presentation. Now, I'm privileged to invite His Excellency, Mr. Keiichi Ono, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to India and Bhutan, to honor us with his special remarks. Please welcome Mr. Keiichi Ono with a huge round of applause. Your Excellency, please.
Sane namaste, but I will not repeat my Gujarati speech. I spoke all what I know. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to the Japan session today. As I said in the morning, the Japanese government and Japanese business are fully committed to the development of the state of Gujarat. We have been working together, and we like to continue to work even harder and even stronger. As I said in the opening plenary session this morning, last time when I attended the previous Vibrant Gujarat Regional Conference last October, I said that there are 4 areas of particular importance for cooperation between Japan and the state of Gujarat. These are manufacturing, cutting-edge technologies, renewable and clean energy, and regional partnerships and people-to-people exchanges. I'm pleased to report that cooperation has been advancing steadily in all of these areas. Already today, in the Japan session, several Japanese companies, businesses have already spoken about their efforts and will be followed. First, manufacturing. Yesterday, as I said in the opening session in the morning, I visited ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India's Hajira steel plant, and also Mitsubishi Heavy Industries and L&T boiler, turbine, and generator factory. I was overwhelmed by their sheer scale. The total investment in the Hajira steel plant of AMNSI is 1.4 trillion rupees, and they already produced 7.2 million tons of steel last year, and they have created approximately 40,000 jobs in the state. It will be further increased in the coming future. The plant has just begun full-scale production of advanced high-strength steel, which offers the safety and durability essential for automotive applications. Expansion work to increase integrated production capacity is currently underway, and production capacity will be expanded to 15 million tons in the future. Through a joint venture with L&T, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries manufactures supercritical coal-fired boilers and supercritical steam turbine generator units for delivery to power plants in India, helping to ensure that power generation keeps pace with the country's growing electricity demand. The second is cutting-edge technologies. Interest in economic security is growing due to the recent geopolitical situation in India, in Japan, and all over the world. Both India and Japan need to strengthen their cooperative relationship to ensure that their supply chains are not disrupted by export restrictions imposed by other countries. From this perspective, Japan will continue to provide maximum support for semiconductor manufacturing in India, particularly in Gujarat, through collaboration between the government and the private sector. Air Water, already spoken just before me, contributes to semiconductor production in India through the supply of specialty gases. Nippon Fluorine contributes through its fluoropolymer coating technology. Such leading Japanese companies at the forefront of the gas and materials sectors are preparing to launch new projects here in Gujarat. This initiative is expected to make a significant contribution to regional industrial development and serve as an important step toward further strengthening economic cooperation between Japan and India. I was late, I'm afraid, due to the meeting with the Chief Minister Patel. And I stressed the Japan's commitment on the semiconductor industry and our full commitment to support the growing semicon industry in Gujarat. And we agreed that we would continue the collaboration between the state of Gujarat and the Japanese government and the industries. The third is clean energy. In light of the situation in the Middle East, the importance of energy self-sufficiency is growing. In Gujarat, Maruti Suzuki is working to construct a plant that produces biogas from cow dung, and Air Water is planning a similar project, I understand, just presented. These initiatives not only reduce environmental impact, but also contribute to energy self-sufficiency and improving the livelihoods of some scale farmers. The Japanese government continues to fully support such sustainable and innovative initiatives. The fourth is regional partnerships and people-to-people exchanges. The Japanese government is currently implementing initiatives to encourage Indian students to study in Japan. Academic exchanges are taking place between IIT Gandhinagar, the University of Gujarat, and IIMA in Gujarat, and Japanese universities. I would like to promote further collaboration. I understand that the state of Gujarat has concluded cooperation agreements with Shizuoka Prefecture and Hyogo Prefectures. Business negotiations and networking are progressing, as evidenced by the dispatch of a business mission targeting MSMEs from Hamamatsu City in Shizuoka Prefecture to Ahmedabad in February 2026. With the expansion of Japanese MSMEs into India, currently a key challenge, I look forward to seeing MSMEs possessing Japan's advanced technologies enter the Gujarat market through these multifaceted regional exchanges. Today, already some done, but 5 companies with outstanding technologies and the Shizuoka Prefecture are participating in this Japan Pavilion and Japan session. We would be delighted if you would have a time to drop by the Japan Pavilion as well. Last but not least, as I said in the morning session, Next year marks the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Japan and India. To further strengthen bilateral relations, we began planning how to celebrate it in both countries. I would like to organize many special events to commemorate this special year 2027 together with the Indian central government, state governments, business communities, not only in Delhi, but also in many parts of India. Of course, Gujarat will not be an exception. So let's work together for the 70th anniversary and also future prosperity of Gujarat towards the next year. And really, last but not least, let me introduce my colleague, new Consul General to Mumbai, Ms. Sato. So my Indian business friends in Gujarat, if you have any issues on the business with the Japanese side, or if you have any requests, whatever, then please come to say hello to her. She would follow that. Thank you very much. Abar.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for sharing your vision and experience in India, Gujarat. It has given all of us better understanding about deeply rooted Japan-India and Gujarat relationship. Thank you so much. For the next presentation, I invite Mr. Sachin Deshpande, Marketing Manager of Kito India Private Limited, to share the company's business experience in India. Sachin-san.
Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. And I would like to thank JETRO team for giving us this opportunity. I'll not take much time, so let us start. This is a brief overview of our parent company, Kito Crosby. We are a global leader of lifting and securement industry. Basically, what we do is we lift heavy equipment for the industries that are in need. Our revenue is more than $1 billion. We are 4,000 plus employees all across the globe, and we are having 40 plus sites. The oldest company is having a heritage of 260 years, 600,000 plus trained distributors and end users all across the globe. Okay, so this is our global footprint. So we are located in all the three major regions, Americas, EMEA, and APAC. Americas actually is the major part of our business geographically. 6 of the major brands within Kito Crosby as a parent company include Kito, Crosby, Harrington, Ganibo, Peerless, and Epos. Out of this, Kito is a Japanese company. So it is based in Yamanashi. We have our manufacturing facility in Yamanashi, Japan. Crosby, Harrington, and Peerless are from America. Ganibo Industries is from Sweden, and also Epos is from Germany. This is the revenue mix by product category. Lifting hardware still leads the revenue mix for us. Hoist and cranes is 38%, and lifting hardware is 62%. Portfolio overview, we have electric chain hoist, manual chain hoist, wire rope hoist, cranes, wire rope hardware, lifting and securement chain and fittings, technology solutions, marine and traction chain. We understand that not all of these products would be needed in India. Like for example, marine traction chain, this is mainly for places where there is a lot of snow and it is difficult for the vehicles to move around. So mission critical industries and applications. The first photo is interestingly the SpaceX rocket, which is using one of our products. Major industry, it says general industry, which includes the manufacturing field also. We are into construction, we are into oil and gas, mining, aquaculture, defense, wind, and others. In India, it is mainly general industry for us, which includes manufacturing of different kinds of automotives and other equipment. So the process, how we create the value chain for our customers is that we procure the raw material from the trusted sources. Kito Crosby makes the product. Kito Crosby warehousing, which is distributed across the globe strategically to ensure quicker and better delivery. value-added fabricators and crane builders to supply it as a complete solution so that there is no loss of time, and supply to the end markets like India and other countries. This was about our global overview. Let me just quickly run through our India team. We are doing a business of close to around 65 crores every year, and we are 30 plus employees. We are based in Bangalore, and we are having 35 plus distributors across the country to help all our customers. And we are having a heritage of 50 years. These are complete product range, what is available at our facility in India. So we have electric chain hoist, we have wire rope hoist, manual chain hoist, light crane systems, and crane components. I'm pretty sure maybe not many of you are aware about these products. Mainly these products are used to handle heavy loads, heavy lifts. This is the lifting hardware part. We have chain and accessories, load measurement and monitoring, and lifting magnets and polyester slings as other products. So the goal of having such a diverse product portfolio is that we can supply all the products under one roof to the customers, reducing the delivery time and increasing the serviceability of the products. We have 2 distributors in Gujarat, as it is mentioned here, and it is strategically based all across the country to ensure that the supply chain is not affected. Our clientele industry sectors, mainly it is steel, automotive, manufacturing, and agriculture. We also have a presence in oil and gas, mining, construction, industrial, infrastructure, transportation, railway, and shipbuilding. This is a brief overview of our team. Our Managing Director, Mr. Preet Heri, and we also have my colleague Yasuna here on the slide, if you can recognize her. And unfortunately, our colleague from Gujarat is not able to join us today because of from pre-scheduled commitments. His name is Mr. Jai Kumar. If anybody is having any requirement, I can just connect you with him. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sachin-san, for sharing encouraging experience of Kito-san in India. Friends, what it takes to bring an innovation from Japan in a business on this land of entrepreneurs. Let us hear this from the one who has done it. I invite Mr. Hardik Panchal, CEO of Worldest Exports based in Ahmedabad, to share his experience of collaborating with a Japanese startup, Lozi Japan. Over to you, Hardik-san.
Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. Good to see you all here, some of my old colleagues. Today, I would like to give brief about our collaboration with a Japanese startup and how we met and how the story started. So, give you a little bit brief about our major activities. We are associated with the international supply chain for more than 15 years, and we have done a lot of international projects in our career. So we always found that there is a supply chain is quite fragmented these days, and there is no transparency and accountability. Especially when we talk about the exports from India, we found that there are a lot of issues concerned about the quality and consistency. So this is where we saw the big gap about the accountability and transparency. So while I was working to solve these issues, I came across Lozi. They are working on smart barcode, which is a QR-based traceability, which normally creates the transparency in the supply chain. So we experimented it, and it worked well. So there are few companies that we are already working with. In logistics, as you can see, we are working with Sangwa. We are working with Mitsubishi Logistics. some of the makers and retailers like Torre and Costco Wholesale. And you guys all know about the Mitsubishi supply chain. Toshiba is our blockchain technology partner. We are working with the Sato, and Sato is our hardware partner in India. So how it looks like? We always see that the companies from India who are exporting is always claiming about their quality and price. Everybody is playing their own games under the words quality and price. So, but it is very difficult to prove how your product is different and how your quality is better than your competitors. And nowadays, the trust can be built by the data. And data, you can have it when you trace your product's journey. So as you can see, there are a lot of stakeholders. When one single product is made, there are multiple suppliers. It comes to your factory, and then you produce a final product, and then you ship it. But ultimately, when you want to trace the product, the whole tree, it is very difficult. If something come across your in your supply chain, some problems comes in, it is very difficult to simply click and see the whole trace of your product's journey. Just like our passport, this creates a digital passport of your product. So this is the scenario. The first is internal scenario, and second one is the traceability chain scenario. Starting from your products built in India and going abroad to your customers through air shipment or the sea shipment. So we are working with the technologies where we record and share the information on each stage of your product's journey. All the data are linked and paired. Normally, linking and pairing is our main features in our technology that very few companies have it in the world. So this is the main selling point of our solution, where we have we can link the product to all the stages, and same time you can trace it and track it. So this is beautiful to see. If you can visit our stall, I could show you some videos where we have traced the farmers in Gujarat, and we have also traced some of the manufacturing companies in Rajkot. So our QR codes are quite flexible. You can pair it, or you can convert your EN codes or GS1 codes to the smart barcode without changing your product's EN codes. You can use multiple hand devices, RFID reader, smartphone to scan our barcodes. You don't need basically anything, but if you want to install any kind of hardware in your factory or production or supply chain, you can install. Otherwise, simply your smartphone will do the job. So this is the manufacturing scenario in circular economy, starting from procurement to the manufacturing, logistics, and how it comes to the disposal. So we are tracing the full life cycle of the product until it is disposed. As you guys are aware about the sustainability and environmental hazard these days industries are talking about, and they want to do something about it. So we are also monitoring the GHG emission of the product that you build and sell it. In the same system, you don't need any different tool for that. You simply can trace with the data your GHG emission in your supply chain. This is how the system look like. This is in Japanese, but as I said, I would like to show you English version of this app. If you could come to visit our stall in Japan Pavilion. I have some English version of this demo of different industries and including agriculture. So these are some key features. As I said, if you have using any existing barcodes, that can be converted into the smart barcode. You can pair your functions, and you can custom validate the scenarios. So when you do the custom validation, what is it? Basically, when you want to, like if and buts, normally if this should not go beyond this stage of the production if this error occurs. So we can put this kind of scenarios in the system. It gives you alerts. We have a notification system itself in your production. If you have set an alerts, any kind of notification, it will give you a notification on the stages that you have configured. And GHG calculation, as I discussed. And this is the SaaS service-based platform where you need no skills of IT. You do not need to be a software developer or engineer to use this. It's a plug-and-play system. So let's say if you are a manufacturer and you want to use this system and generate the barcodes for your manufacturing system, manufacturing platform, you can simply set up your own trace scenario by drag and drop. So it is very simple. Yes, so that's all from my side. Thank you very much, guys. And I would love to see you at Japan Pavilion and give you some live examples. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hardik-san, for your interesting experience sharing. I am sure that this will encourage many from the audience to collaborate with innovative Japanese business ideas. Now, let's move on to our next presentation of the session. I invite Mr. Ashish Makwana, Business Development Manager of Nippon Fuso India Private Limited, to share the company's experience in India. Ashish-san. I guess Ashish-san's colleague is also here. Raju-san? Mr. Raju? Okay. So, in transit, ladies and gentlemen, I want to have your kind attention for an important announcement. As already shared by Yoshida-san and His Excellency Ono-san, we have set up Japan Pavilion in booth 5 of the Exhibition Hall 1. You all are cordially invited to visit Japan Pavilion, where Shizuoka Prefecture and participating 5 Japanese companies have set up booth. Please visit us and have a round of first-hand experience sharing and inquiry. Now, I invite Mr. Toshiaki Sato, Senior Officer in India for Shizuoka Prefectural Government, Japan, to share with all of us his thoughts on Shizuoka Gujarat relationship. Over to you, Sato-san.
Your Excellency, Ambassador of Japan to India, Mr. Keiichi Ono, Consul General of Japan in Mumbai, Ms. Hitomi Sato, Consul of Japan in Ahmedabad, Mr. Mukesh Patel, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste, Tamane Marine Anando Tayo, Marunam Satoche. Thank you very much for, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity to introduce Shizuoka Prefecture to you today. My name is Toshiaki Sato. I work for JETRO, which my colleague introduced today. However, I'm dispatched from Shizuoka Prefecture. So today, I'd like to give you a brief introduction of Shizuoka Prefecture in Japan. Before I begin, let me tell you just one important thing which I'd like you to remember today. Shizuoka Prefecture is the home of Mount Fuji, which you can see in this slide. Now let's get started. First of all, let me explain why I was given this opportunity to make this presentation. It's because of the relationship between Gujarat State and Shizuoka Prefecture. In December 2024, a delegation from Shizuoka Prefecture, including the governor, visited the state of Gujarat. During the visit, they met with Chief Minister Mr. Patel and signed a friendship agreement. This agreement aims to promote cooperation and exchange in various fields, such as economy, education, and tourism. In addition, a memorandum of understanding was signed with the Gujarat University to collaborate in the economic and industrial sectors, including support for startups and matching between students and companies from Shizuoka Prefecture. As a result, we have recently carried out or are planning to carry out the activities shown in the lower of this slide. For example, the second item from the top shows that officials from Shizuoka Prefecture visited Gujarat University to promote Shizuoka as a potential place of employment and to introduce job opportunities last year. Furthermore, next January, we are going to conduct a business mission to the state of Gujarat in order to provide an opportunity for Shizuoka companies to understand the investment environment. We will continue to make efforts to encourage further economic development between state of Gujarat and Shizuoka Prefecture. We would be very pleased if representatives from Gujarat, including the Chief Minister, could visit Shizuoka. In this slide, I will provide some basic information about Shizuoka Prefecture. The population of Shizuoka Prefecture is approximately 3.5 million people, making it the 10th largest prefecture in Japan by population, while imports exceed exports at the national level in Japan. In Shizuoka Prefecture, Shizuoka exports exceed imports. This is because Shizuoka is a highly industrialized prefecture, and exports of general machinery and transportation equipment are relatively large compared to other prefectures. Regarding the foreign population, 124,281 foreign residents live in Shizuoka Prefecture, which accounts for approximately 3.2% of all foreign residents in Japan. Among them, the number of Indian residents is still quite small, and it is 1,190 people. We hope to deepen people-to-people exchanges with India and increase the number of Indian residents living in Shizuoka. And regarding the climate, Shizuoka is one of the mildest regions in Japan, and it is very comfortable to live in. Let me continue by explaining what kind of place Shizuoka Prefecture is. I'd like to talk about its location within Japan. The area highlighted in orange on the map represents Shizuoka Prefecture. It is located almost in the center of Japan. The largest metropolitan areas in Japan are Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya. What this means is that, as shown on the map, Shizuoka lies within a 300-kilometer radius of all these cities, and making it a highly advantageous region with excellent access to each of them. And in this slide, I'd like to introduce the industries of Shizuoka Prefecture. Many companies have long been active here, especially in manufacturing. Please take a look at the lower left corner of this slide. The shipment value of manufactured goods, which reflects the competitiveness of the manufacturing sector, stands at 11.2 trillion rupee, ranking third in Japan. As a result, Shizuoka also ranks fourth nationwide in per capita income. Please take a look at the pie chart on the right. It shows that the breakdown of the shipment value of manufactured goods. As you can see, transportation equipment accounts for roughly 1/4 of the total. Next, I'd like to showcase the regional diversity of industries in Shizuoka Prefecture. Shizuoka is commonly divided into 4 main areas. First, the western region, shown in blue on this map, is known for its manufacturing sector, particularly in transportation equipment and electronics. The headquarters of Maruchi Suzuki is also located in Hamamatsu City, which belongs to this region. Secondly, Shizuoka Prefecture is one of the Japan's producers of green tea. The center region, marked in red on the map, is especially famous for tea cultivation and tea processing. This area also has a strong fishery industry, and which has led to the development of many food processing companies. And the eastern region, which shown yellow, is a major center of pharmaceutical and medical device production. In fact, it ranks first in Japan in terms of the value of medical device output. And finally, the Izu region, marked in green, is famous for a popular destination for tourism. Furthermore, our prefecture is actively promoting next generation industries that will drive the local economy by establishing innovation hubs, but we will skip the details, and I'd like to move on to the next slide. Given this background, Shizuoka Prefecture is home to the headquarters of many globally recognized companies. Let me highlight a few examples. Companies based in Shizuoka that have a presence in India, and including Gujarat state. The most prominent example is, of course, Suzuki, which also has a presence in Gujarat. As mentioned earlier, Suzuki's headquarters is located in Shizuoka. In addition, Yamaha, which has entered the Indian market with its two-wheelers, also has its headquarters in Shizuoka. And Murakami Manufacturing India Private Limited, which produces automotive side mirrors, and ASTI, which manufactures a wire harness for vehicles, both have operations in Gujarat. According to the survey by Shizuoka Prefecture, 34 companies based in Shizuoka operate business bases in India. In this slide, I'd like to introduce the current status of corporate investment in Shizuoka. Over the past 25 years, more than 1,600 companies have established a presence in my prefecture. From 2000 to 2024, Shizuoka Prefecture ranked first nationwide in the cumulative number of factory sightings. For many years, Shizuoka has been chosen by numerous manufacturers as an ideal location for establishing factories. To further promote active corporate investment, Shizuoka Prefecture offers one of the most competitive incentive programs in Japan. For companies entering the prefecture for the first time, we provide generous support for capital investment and land acquisition, including subsidies of up to approximately 112 crore rupees. In addition, Shizuoka Prefecture offers subsidies of up to 3 million rupees for ICT and similar companies when they establish offices. Indian ICT firms are already active in Shizuoka. For example, Zoho currently operates 2 offices in the prefecture. For queries from foreign affiliated companies, we have established a one-stop service center that provides support in English. If there are any companies that are interested in expanding into Shizuoka, please feel free to contact our one-stop service center. And today and tomorrow, we also have a booth in Japan Pavilion. That concludes my brief introduction to Shizuoka Prefecture. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Sato-san, for your presentation. It touched upon an important point about strong relationship and relevance between Shizuoka Prefecture and Gujarat State. Now, I am pleased to invite Mr. Toshitaka Omiya, Deputy Chief Representative at the branch office of NATO in India. Omiya-san.
ナマシカ everyone. Maru name Omiyache. My name is Omiya. I'm Deputy Representative of NEDO New Delhi office in India of New Energy and Industrial Technology Development Organization, in short NEDO. Today I want to briefly introduce about our organization. And actually, today I arrived here a little bit early, and I went to the inauguration hall. At that time, I was only foreign person in the hall, so all the Indian media came to me. I got 10 more interviews this morning. I already found my face on the x.com, so please, after this, please find my face on the social media. Yeah. This is very interesting experience, this first time in Surat. By the way, I want to introduce my organization. Have you ever heard of name of NEDO? Okay. NEDO is once again, New Energy and Industrial Technology Development Organization, established in 2018 as a New Energy Development Organization, just as the oil crisis. It's the Japanese National Agency supports technology development through a commission and project and subsidies to address energy and environmental problems, and also to enhance Japan's industrial technology. Actually, NEDO is the largest incorporated administrative agency under the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. This year, our budget for the R&D program exceed 500 billion yen, and we have global activity in 80 countries last year, and yeah. And our headquarters are located Kawasaki. It's close to Tokyo, and recently we are opened new satellite office in Tokyo, near Tokyo, Takanawa Gateway Station. And our office is located in New Delhi. It covers South Asia and Middle East. In our activity, there are two pillars. One is addressing energy and global environmental problem. And another one is enhancing industrial technology. Left side is hydrogen, ammonia, renewable energy, and circular economy we are focusing on, and also right side semiconductor, AI, robotics, biotechnology, and aerospace. And every day, almost every hour, we are switching these two pillars. Yeah, in this morning, I joined the battery recycling project. I joined the meeting about the battery recycling project. And we have annual budget, and we also have the long-term budget, so-called funding program. Japanese government already allocated 10 trillion Japanese yen for the long-term project. Long-term means 10 more years. And we also supporting R&D activity, Japanese R&D activities by Japanese startup. those are companies supported in one program. I'm not sure you are familiar with those companies, but maybe some company already have a business or office in India. Next, I will briefly introduce our project in India. Those are completed projects for the implement demonstration project for decarbonization. We already completed 14 projects from 2004. Then recently, one project finished last fiscal year. Those projects are under the governmental coordination, and also the left side demonstration operator is a Japanese company. Japanese company also have agreement with Indian counterpart. Then I want to briefly introduce recent project in India. For demonstration project, Nissin Electric finished their micro substation project near New Delhi, and they are currently expand their business in India to bringing their technology to unelectrified areas. And right side is air water sands project. Currently we support already Yamazaki-san explained the methane biomethane project from cow dung. So these two projects is a feasibility study stage. Canadian X Research Institute doing the waste to steam project. And also Nissan Motor recently established new feasibility study. They are planning to convert non-edible sorghum residue into bioethanol, and currently seeking Indian partners. They are planning to bring, in the future, they are planning to set up a bioethanol facility here in India. Then they want to export to Japan for their factory in Utsunomiya. Next program is a kind of R&D support program for encouraging international cooperation. And we funding Japanese Research Institute or university, which have joint R&D contract with Overseas Research Institute. Recent example in India, unfortunately, it's still one example. Recent example is Hokkaido University and ICE with IIT Jammu. And we NEDO also have holding some events, joining some event. Recently, we hold under the collaboration with NITI Aayog and METI and JETRO and Embassy of Japan. 2 months ago, we hold Japan-India Mobility Summit under the Japan-India Next Generation Mobility Partnership. This is the first flagship event for the partnership. We are currently planning what to do as the next step. And NEDO also joined India Energy Week in Goa in January this year. We organized Japan Pavilion, and 8 companies joined, including Air Waters, and joined our booth. Let me conclude. For Indian companies thinking energy environmental technology, please find Japanese technology solution provider, then connected with the company, then explore our international demonstration program. For the researcher, find the research collaborator in Japan, building joint research agenda, then please encourage the Japanese partner apply our program. And for everyone, please join our seminar booth event, and please follow our social media. Yeah. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Omiya-san. Thank you, Omiya-san, for your highlighting NEDO India's activities and possible areas of collaborating with various activities of NEDO-san. As we are moving towards the concluding session of this seminar, I take this opportunity to invite Mr. Mukesh Patel, Honorary Consul of Japan in India, to deliver closing remarks. Dear Mukesh Bhai, over to you.
Namaste, konnichiwa. His Excellency Mr. Keiichi Ono, Ambassador of Japan in India, and one who has endeared himself to all Gujaratis. I think he has been, as we say in Olympics, when you do the high pole vault, the bars are raised, and every time we raise the bar for his address in Gujarati, he excels to the extent that the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, in fact, even the Chief Minister at lunch this afternoon, they were mentioning that we must draw inspiration from him to now pick up Japanese. And no wonder we will soon have our ministers, bureaucrats, I'm sure, doing Gujarati lessons. I would also like to make a very special mention. I think it's wonderful to have the Honorable Consul General of Japan in Mumbai. Within a matter of just 3 days of her joining officially in Mumbai, she has come. And we're also saying if we have one veteran in Gujarati, another in Hindi, because she can speak very fluent and impeccable Hindi. I would like to make a very special mention of my dear friend, Mr. Yoshida, and Sanchit, Ida-san of JETRO. I think very soon you will be, next year, when we celebrate Excellency 75 years, it will be like 10 years of the MOU that was signed when JETRO opened its formal office in Gujarat. Sanchit has been there right from the very beginning, and I have seen it. And I am a witness, because my association with Japan started since 1972, 54 years ago, when I first went to Japan as a student. And when I recall the yesteryears, I want to share with you the vibrant Japanese companies who are now here. In those days, we had to count the Japanese companies on our fingers because they were just a company like GSFC, which was set up with technical collaboration with Toyo Engineering in Baroda, and there was a paints industry, but they were very few. And at that time, you were mentioning about the Japanese faces here and media following you. In those days, we used to say that you could get to see in a full year, maybe just about 2 Japanese in the early 70s, because they would be the two exchange students who would come from Japan to Gujarat and stay here for 2 months. Otherwise, so Japanese nationals also you have to just count, on your toes, finger toes. Now it's heartening, thanks to the great participation and encouragement of the government of Gujarat, the active role of JETRO, and we have more than 150 companies, as you always acknowledge, and so many more are coming. I want to very proudly say, as the Honorary Consul in Ahmedabad in Gujarat, that Gujarat and Ahmedabad can boast of two sister state and two sister city relationships. We have Hyogo and now Shizuoka, very vibrant as well. And we have Kobe and Hamamatsu. No other state in India has more than one, or maximum one state, one city. But it only speaks volumes. And I think the real turnaround, as we celebrated our golden jubilee of the Indo-Japan Friendship Association in this fiscal year 25-26, we were founded in 75. When we celebrated our golden jubilee, I recall the turning point, Your Excellency, was 2007-8, when our Prime Minister and the then Chief Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, Sato-san will recall, he visited Japan and he was so inspired. He came and he said, I want to make Gujarat the mini Japan of India. And let me tell you, it's not even been 10 years, 20 years, 2 decades since then. 2007-8, we will complete 2 decades only next year when we celebrate our 75th anniversary. But in the last 2 decades, Gujarat has taken huge leaps. And 2009, as Your Excellency, you recalled, it was stunning for people to believe that a country like Japan would partner with a state, Gujarat, in India. I think it was sensational, it was revolutionary. But that revolutionary idea really kick-started and turned around so many things, because vibrant after vibrant, we had more and more Japanese companies and everybody coming in. And Modi ji himself, he undertook a couple of visits while he was the Chief Minister. And then after taking over as Prime Minister, more than 10 years now, I think our bilateral relations have reached to sky heights. And even sky is not the limit, because with the efforts the embassy and you're all making, I think we can go miles. When we think of HSR, or we think of projects like Nippon Steel and others, which you mentioned this morning, I would say that Gujarat and Japan, they are almost like made for each other. There's such a great bonding and chemistry between the two. I distinctly recall I was talking to you about Mr. Saichiro Misumi, one of my very dear friends in the Indo-Japanese Association, who was awarded Padma Bhushan and who lived 102 years. And I spent a lot of time with him. He used to say that there is some chemistry which is so unique between the Japanese and the Gujaratis. He said whether it is, and we always say ABC, we say they have to go hand in hand together. And this is what our association in close coordination with Modi ji and the government. I used to tell Narendra Bhai, you should take care of the B as government business and allow us to do all the hard work on A and C, academic and culture. Because if it's academics, business and culture, all the three together, I think you are bound to. And that is why, Excellency, the points that you also made to the Honorable Chief Minister about the social aspects for the Japanese. One thing which, of course, is still challenging, we've not been able to do, I think you all guess what it is. We've been able to make Japanese communities, Japanese food, Japanese living, stores, this, that. I think what's taking time is what you love, saying kampai. You know, that's going to take a little more time. I hope the Gift City can work. Or maybe what is there in Gift City, it could be there in Dolera or Mechraji or Sanand or wherever. But in the lighter vein, I know because when we used to go for delegations and roadshows, Yoshida-san, you'll also recall, in Japan they would raise their hand and say, Patel-san, why don't you change your law? I said, well, it's a question that I would not want to get into. But that apart, I think we are doing so much. And I would like to compliment JETRO for their initiatives. Vibrant Gujarat 27 is coming up. We'll all work very hard for that, which will also coincide with the beginning of the 75th anniversary, Your Excellency. And Sato-san, with your extensive experience, we look forward to doing jointly together so many things. And I would say that I feel as if it was like yesterday. I don't realize 54 years have passed. It's been like even 54 visits for me. I keep count of them. But Japan is a country, I always say, maybe those who believe in rebirth, in my last birth, I was possibly born in Japan, and that's why I have so much of love and attachment and affection. But Japan is Japan, and Gujarat. Indians love Japan, but Gujarat has a special love for Japan. And therefore I see, in my closing remarks, I would only say that I see great future ahead. Modi ji's dream and vision of making Gujarat the mini Japan of India, it has already become the mini Japan. I think we have to do much more and beyond. And that will happen. I would like to, since I'm making closing remarks, I heard a few of the presentations, including that there were these 4 companies, Air Water India, Quito. In the morning also we visited in the pavilion, you know, the Worldest Exports, the Nippon, Fuso, and all those pavilions. Compliments for all the good work you've been doing, JETRO, and keep it up. And Shizuoka, I think this year we had, Excellency, a very successful delegation that came from Shizuoka and Hamamatsu. I'm glad they are wanting to bring in another one from Shizuoka. Even Suzuki-san will remember when you came 2 years ago, it was the seed planting of our relationship with Shizuoka that took place. And this was one of the fastest, Shizuoka Hamamatsu was one of the fastest sister state, sister city relationship that was born. Normally, it takes long time. Just as at the speed of a bullet train, Excellency, you got honorary consul for Japan in Ahmedabad and Gujarat. It took us only 5 months. And people find it impossible to believe how it could have happened. Only Japan could have done it. So I only want to tell my friends that we have Delhi, we have Mumbai, but blessed by Delhi and Mumbai, I am there in Ahmedabad, along with, of course, JETRO and others to take care of any of your concerns, extend any help to you, and wishing you all the best. I would like to say arigato gozaimashita.
Thank you, Mukesh Bhai, for your insightful closing remarks. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done with all the scheduled presentations and speeches by distinguished speakers and presenters. It is our honor to have all the distinguished speakers as well as you in attendance in this Japan country seminar. I'm sure that you all found this session useful. Before signing off, I again extend my invitation on behalf of Embassy of Japan in India, JETRO in India and in Ahmedabad to make a visit to Japan Pavilion in booth number 5 of the exhibition hall 1. We have Shizuoka Prefecture booth as well as 5 Japanese companies who are participating there and set up their booth. Their products and services will enlighten you and encourage you to expand possibility of having any kind of business association with them. Thank you so much for your time and attending this Japan country seminar. I also thank Government of Gujarat, Oro University, ASSOCHAM and volunteers and service providers for their support in making this Japan session smooth and timely. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.